So, after we're done, I'm going to hand out these, I'm going to fill them up, put them on my desk, and then you can leave. Is that understood?
Yes.
Wonderful. Right. Let's start then.
Blake was killed by lightning or by some profound nervous shock derived from an electrical discharge. It is true that the window he faced was unbroken, but nature has shown herself capable of many freakish performances. The expression on his face may easily have arisen from some obscure muscular source, unrelated to anything he saw, while the entries in his diary are clearly the result of a fantastic imagination aroused by certain local superstitions and by certain old matters he had uncovered. Of all the distant objects on Federal Hill, a certain huge dark church most fascinated Blake. Peculiarly grim and austere, it appeared to be made up of stone, stained and weathered with the smoke and storms of the century. As months passed, Blake watched the far-off forbidding structure with an oddly mounting interest. Since the vast windows were never lit, he knew that it must be vacant. The longer he watched, the more his imagination worked, till at length he began to fancy curious things. He believed that a vague, singular aura of desolation hovered over the place, so that even the pigeons and swallows shunned its smoky eaves. Around other towers and belfries, his glass revealed great flocks of birds. But here they never rested. In the spring, a deep restlessness gripped Blake. Late in April, just before the eon-shadowed Walpurgis time, Blake made his first trip into the unknown. Plodding through the endless downtown streets and the bleak, decayed squares beyond, he finally came upon the ascending avenue of century-worn steps, sagging Doric porches, and blear-painted cupolas, which he felt must lead to the long-known, unreachable world beyond the mists. When he asked the shopkeeper about the great stone church, the man smiled and shook his head, though he spoke English freely. And again he asked the merchant about the massive church of stone. And this time he could have sworn that the plea of ignorance was feigned.